For this video, we're going to find the equation of a line passing through the point -7, 5 that is parallel to the line -7x plus 8y is equal to 6. So there are a couple of things we want to look at here. First of all, we're given a point that the line is passing through. And so when you're thinking about a problem like this where you know you're passing through a point, what you want to consider is the point-slope form of the equation of a line, especially if you're looking for the equation of a line, which is what we're doing. And so the point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m multiplied by x minus x1. And so to be able to fill this in, we know we're looking for three different numbers. We want a number for the y1, a number for the m, and a number for the x1. And we really already have two of these. If you go ahead and label the point that you're given x1, y1, then we already have two of those numbers taken care of. We have the y1 and the x1. So the only thing we have left that we need to figure out is what the slope of this line is going to be. So that's where the second piece of information comes in. We know that we're parallel to the line, or a given line, -7x plus 8y is equal to 6. And so if we're going to be parallel to that given line, then we know that we're going to have the same slope as the line that we're given. So let's go ahead and solve what we're given, the -7x plus 8y equals 6 for y, so we can figure out what its slope is. And when we figure out its slope, we know that our parallel line will have the same slope. So that's the strategy in problems like this. Go ahead, label your x1, y1, solve the line you're given for y, and figure out what the slope is and go from there. So let's do that. The first thing we're going to do in solving this equation for y is we want to add 7x to both sides. And what that's going to do is that's going to isolate the 8y on the left-hand side. And we're going to let that be equal to 7x plus 6. And then to get y completely by itself, we're going to divide both sides, which is the same thing as dividing all three terms, by 8. And that's going to give us y on the left-hand side is equal to 7 over 8x plus 6 over 8. Now, we don't really care about any of this except for the slope. And the slope is going to be the number that's, bunched right up next to the x. So the slope of the line that we were given is 7 over 8. And we want to be parallel to the line who has a slope 7 over 8. And so what that means is that our slope for the line that we're given, m, is also going to be 7 over 8. Because if you have two or more lines that are parallel, they're all going to have the exact same slope. And so now we've solved for m as well. So now we're just going to look at this point-slope form of the equation of a line. And we're going to plug in our y1, our x1, and our m, and that'll be the answer. So y minus y1, that will be y minus 5, is equal to m, that's going to be 7 over 8, multiplied by x minus x1, so x minus -7. So we just plug those three numbers in there. And you want to scan over this, that's technically the answer, but you just want to see if there's anything you can do to simplify it. And in this case there is. On the left-hand side we'll leave it y minus 5, but on the right-hand side we'll have 7 over 8 multiplied by x plus 7. Because negative and negative are going to cancel and give you a positive, or a plus sign. And so here is the point-slope form of the equation of a line passing through the point -7, 5 that's parallel to the line we were given, -7x plus 8y equals 6.